Okay. I just want to tell you guys how you guys doing. It's been a while. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, guys. I know it's been a moment, but because I literally couldn't do anything about my life. So I decided that I'm just going to take a break from everything and just try to focus on school because, you know, academics. So, but we're back and we're better. So today's video is going to be about what you need to know about your natural hair, because I feel like we tend to not really be informed about what your hair is all about, like the structures, the biology of it. I'm obviously not going to give like a whole lengthy, in-depth kind of thing, but I'm going to try and make all of us just have information and understanding of what goes down on your head, you know? So I made like little notes. It's gonna be a whole lecture, you know, practicing for my future job. I'm playing, I don't know. So yeah, that's what basically the video is going to be about. So let's get into the video. Okay, so the first thing I want to discuss is just the basic hair structures that we should know about, just to help you understand like why you'd be using certain products, because you know people are like, well, I'm going to talk about certain parts of your hair that you're going to need to understand why it's that way. So I just want to discuss like the structures that we're going to discuss or talk about. And then, yeah. So the first thing I read about in a certain article, I will attach all the articles I'm referring to in the description box below. So don't worry if you feel like I didn't explain enough, just read through that. It's not long. It's just a basic breakdown of certain things I'm going to be discussing. Okay. So first of all, your hair bulb. This is basically at the bottom of like the beginning of your hair, basically, because you know all hair comes out of like your follicles. So this is at the very base of your follicle. So this contains hair growing cells. So this is where like your hair grows from, and basically just the beginning of your hair. So yeah, that's what it is. And then you have your hair shaft, which is like right. So if let's say your hair, your strand of hair, and then you have like right above your scalp, that area is like your hair shaft. That part is very important. It's made of a protein called keratin. I don't know if I'm saying it correctly. Keratin, I don't know. So yeah, that's that part of like the hair, and that part contains that protein, and it will like be important in hair porosity, which I'll discuss later. And then a layer of your hair shaft is the cuticle, which is a protective layer around like your hair shaft, and it has overlapping cells that like are like fish scales. So like it's like it allows for moisture to come in and out or whatever. So a healthy one is usually flat and smooth, not too tight, not too loose. So yeah, those are the hair structures that I feel like you just need to have an understanding of so far, because I think they play a part in everything that happens in your hair. And then, yeah. Okay, so I had asked people to just ask me a few questions about what they really need to know about their hair. And the main question I got was texture and oils, really, like what to use on your hair. And I felt like, okay, so clearly we just need an understanding of how to help our hair be healthier and keep it moisturized and shiny and, you know, just healthy. So the first thing that I came across was hair porosity, which apparently is vital for an understanding of what your hair actually needs. So hair porosity is basically how well your hair can absorb and hold moisture. So this is important obviously, because if you understand how well your hair needs moisture or doesn't need moisture, or what kind of like moisture it needs or whatever, this will help you decide what kind of oils to use, what kind of moisture products to use, like shea butter or moisturizer or conditioners or shampoos, like, because this will help you understand what kind of moisture your hair actually needs. So there's three levels, obviously: high, medium, and low. So when you have medium hair porosity, that's when your hair is like the healthiest. It allows a good amount of moisture. It takes out a good amount of moisture. So it's a very moderate, kind of healthy, balanced moisture level. When your hair has high porosity, it is very low. Not low, sorry. It's very unhealthy because it might be caused by damage that has occurred, like due to like certain products being used, dyeing, heat. So if your hair is very damaged, you probably have like high porosity. This means that you need like products that need more moisture, like that give more moisture. So you need to use products like shea butter. No, yeah, I think shea butter, and just like moisturizing. You need to do deep conditioning like often. You'd need to moisturize it quite often, oil it quite often. So basically, when you have high porosity, this means that your cuticle, which is that protective layer, it's very loose. So it allows too much moisture in and it allows too much moisture out. So it's not a healthy balance. So it needs a lot of care, basically. Like high porosity hair needs a lot of care to restore moisture and balance and, all of that. And then there's low porosity, which is quite healthy, but not very, because it needs a lot of maintenance as well, because it has such tight cuticles. Like the cuticles don't really allow moisture in. So this means you need to really work hard on um, giving it the right kind of products that will sort of like moisturize it properly. So what I read was that it just repels moisture basically, and that it would need products that are high in protein. So because like your hair shaft is made of like that keratin protein. So because your cuticle is so closed, like the protein is probably not just like working out however that works. I don't know how to fully understand that. You can refer to the articles I will be attaching below. So people with like low hair porosity must use products like glycerin and honey. That's something I actually use, glycerin, and it works so well for me. So maybe I have low porosity. I think I have low porosity. It makes so much sense for my hair because it's liquid based, and therefore a lot of moisture can go in. Yes. Sorry. And then yeah, that's basically it. Yeah, yeah. And you can use products like shea butter, jojoba oil. I don't know how to say it. Is it jojoba or yoyoba or whatever? That whole thing, coconut oil and mineral oil. So I'm guessing it's pretty thinner, like thin oils that aren't too thick, because maybe they can enter easily. I don't even know. But I just thought we should know about our porosity. Okay, so now to discuss like just other things like your oils, your hair, your scalp, what to feed it or what to use and things like that. First of all, oils. People always ask me, what oils are you using? How do you get your hair to look like that? Da 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 da. Personally, for me, I've been using coconut oil like since I've begun like having natural hair. I've been using coconut oil, olive oil, and castor oil, right? Those are my top three. Like I would always just make a mixture because castor oil is so nice and thick, it moisturizes. Coconut oil, I don't know what coconut oil even does for my hair, but it does something and it's nice. So I use that, and then olive oil kind of has like a nice balance between thickness and thinness, so it just like balances everything out. So recently my sister came with this new hack called amla oil. It's so amazing, you guys. I don't know if you guys can see it. Amla oil. It's like Indian hair oil. It's so nice. Like it moisturizes your hair and it smells really great. And it's not like, I feel like you can see it's not thin, it's not thick. And and apparently my mom says, because obviously her hair is getting white, gray, whatever, she's aging. So she's like, it made her hair darker. And I think that's another thing that it does. It makes your hair quite dark because it moisturizes really, really well. I really love it. I put it in water. Like, I make this with water, not a lot of this, a lot of water, this, and a little bit of tea tree oil just for that, you know. So yeah, and I will attach an article discussing all the oils and how they help your hair, like all the good oils for natural hair. I will add an article in the description box. So those are the oils that I've been using. And then for scalp health, like, personally, I don't wash my hair a lot. I think washing your hair a lot kind of like takes out all the nutrients that are building up and all that. So that's my opinion. Sorry, the dogs. But then, like, yeah, they discussed something called sebum. I'm not like certain what that is yet, but I think it's like some sort of natural oil in your hair or protein or whatever. So like washing your hair a lot can result in that being like taken away. So yeah, and then for a healthy scalp, sometimes you can deep condition every now and then. It's healthy to massage your scalp. Apparently it like just helps with like growth and the nerves and whatnot. Um, for protective styles, there's obviously some protective styles you can do: braids, headscarf, a lot of things, cornrows, wear wigs, things like that. So just for your scalp to be healthy, I think it needs a bit of moisture. Just moisten it, but like, don't, I think you're not supposed to use too much moisture where it's like drowning. So yeah, but I think that's where your hair porosity comes in. So I think that's why that's a very important thing. And then for hair, you can obviously use oils, you can use moisturizers, shea butter, any kind of creams that you feel comfortable using that work for you. People can also use food, fruits, powders. I don't know what people use. You can use whatever is working for you. Like, I'm trying to like start using more products on my hair because I don't use products on my hair. This is like by far one of the few products I've started using. I want to start using like actual products because I've been using bicarbonate of soda to wash my hair, like to wash it, bicarbonate of soda and apple cider vinegar. Those are the things that I've been using, and it cleans my hair quite well. So I don't know. And I hate using products because they strip your hair. Like, they really do strip your hair of like the nutrients that like you have like put in and stuff. So a chemical that I know for sure that people are so against is, I think, sulfur, like sulfates. Yeah, sulfates are really bad for like natural hair and its growth and whatnot. So yeah, that's personally what I have to say about hair. And then people always ask me about hair texture, and I literally feel like the information that I got on it is so, I don't know if I can say it's like for American people or what. Like, for me in Africa, or even in South Africa, like a lot of us don't have the hair texture that they're referring to. And it's like sometimes like, but my hair doesn't look like 4C or 4B or anything. So where does it fall under? But I would definitely say a lot of African people would fall into a more 4C genre, like not genre, like type, because it's quite kinky and our hair is quite kinky, and like all these other ones are quite loose. So I'm just like, these are very loose curls that a lot of people don't really have. So if you want to like refer to the article that I attached below, there's like an article with all the different kinds and there's a picture attached. But I think the person who wrote the article is African American, so it's a bit like, I feel like our hair and their hair is a bit different. So I feel like there's a lack of knowledge on that part. But I would definitely say hair in South Africa would usually fall under 4C or 4B, or the fours. The three, you must be mixed or have very special hair. Like, not even I have the three, whatever. Maybe the furthest I can say is 3C for me. Or I can't figure it out. I don't understand the hair texture thing. So if anyone ever figures it out, please hit me up. Please let me know so I can figure out what my hair is. But I don't even care. I just feel like what you should know the most is your hair porosity. That's what I'm trying to figure out. That's what I'm trying to learn so that my hair can be moist and healthy. So yeah, because when your hair is dry, it'll break and be brittle. So yeah, that is my little TED talk on what you need to know about your natural hair. And we're done. I hope the video was useful, informative, and I hope you really enjoyed it because I am trying to inform you guys about your hair. So please do like, subscribe, and comment below any questions or information that you might have that we can discuss or anything like that. And thank you for staying tuned. And yes, once again, like, subscribe, comment, and share, honey, because we're trying to grow.